And just like that, we are on day 10 of running this franchise brokerage business. And I'll tell you, it's been a lot already. I think as there has been more activity in the digital marketing business, it's just, taking a lot more out of me. But I think one of the big things that I have to remember throughout this process is that I'm moving before I was ready. I started the franchise broker business before I was quote unquote ready. And one of the things that we always have to remember is as we go through journeys, I am a big proponent of, and a big supporter, I guess you could say, of starting things before you're ready. And if you start things before you're ready, you'll get farther than you would because often you're never ever going to be completely ready. And I've actually had some opportunities actually come up from Facebook groups. Like I just reached out to a person that posted in a Facebook group looking for brokers, and he wanted to find out about reselling his franchise. Now it's very beginning stages. I just sent a message back, but I think one of the big things that I'm taking away is that sometimes when you take a step before you're ready, the opportunities may not come in the way that you see, but they may come in another way. And as I start to figure out what my day to day is going to be, what that's going to look like, I lean heavily on time blocking, having dedicated times where I'm doing certain things. I believe strongly, especially for me, the first 2 hours of usually Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and probably even a little bit Friday, but definitely Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday is very highly focused on my high priority activities. Like I mentioned in previous video, I'm doing 12-week year. So my 12-week year activities, I usually try to really focus on them there. Of course, it doesn't always go the way that I want it to go as things pop up, but unless it's something that's burning down, I really try not to um, have that time focused on anything else. One of the big things too is that on Fridays, I usually try to have it as like a carryover day. I do podcast interviews, but also during that first 2 hours, I'm really focused on that too. Also, like kind of, for lack of a better term, taking it a little bit easier than I am on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, because I know that those days are a little bit slower. However, this week has just been, very, very busy. But I've been very intentional on making sure that I create time blocking opportunities. Those time blocking opportunities allow me to be a little bit more present. What I haven't done, and was one of my struggles, is figuring out where I was going to fit in this franchise brokering business as my alarm goes off. One of the big things that was important for me is creating space for everything that you're trying to do. And that's the one thing that I think that I would have done a little bit sooner and better, is just to be honest and realistic about where this is going to fit. As I think about different opportunities, like even a networking opportunity, I'm thinking the same thing. Like what might be the place that this is going to fit. And when I don't have that solid answer, then it becomes a question of like, are you going to be able to do this at a high level? But I'm a big, again, a big proponent of being able to say that, hey, I'm going to figure it out. I'm just going to have to be even more disciplined. And I'm just going to have to be even more intentional on the things that I can be. And that's really where, those time blocks come in. So I have dedicated times that I usually go through my emails. I have dedicated times that I usually have for client meetings. I'm trying to have dedicated times. Those client meetings are also becoming candidate meetings for the brokerage business. But it's really focusing on that time blocking because without that discipline, for lack of a better term, I think I would definitely be kind of running around like with a chicken in my head cut off. And even if I do feel like that way sometimes, I know that a lot of things are kind of being taken care of. But frankly, what I didn't mention, and like we're implementing EOS into our digital marketing business, so we're constantly like working on those things, getting the right people in the right places, and that is a kind of a long-term focus. It's not just something you snap your fingers and it make a difference. So understanding some of the things that I see, understanding the parts of the digital marketing business, and even understanding the nuances of the clients is a process. So that's one of the big things that we're continually working on and trying to see like how and what would work best. But that's basically it. A lot of different things, and continue to kind of work on and continue to kind of fight through those things and just get better. So I think that's gonna be basically it for this episode.